Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Violet Hausthor, joined this week by Mark Ramone and Paul Wallen. And you just heard If I Had a Mirror by Mibble. Before that, Scream for a Generation by Robert Daniel Irwin. And starting off that block, A Better House by Heavy Meadow. Let's start with Heavy Meadow out of Amherst, Massachusetts.
Yeah, that chorus will definitely get embedded in your brain in a good way.
It has. It absolutely has.
Hashtag this week's earworm.
It's definitely one of them for sure. It is right in there. It is such a catchy hook. It's like the sort of thing you want to sing with a bunch of your friends around the fire after you just got fired, you know?
Yeah, and that's off their 2021 album, Warhorse.
Yeah, excellent album. I've listened to the whole thing many, many times. Lovely sort of doom folk and post-apocalyptic country music is how they describe themselves. They say that there are those sorts of genres for these trying times, but there is some hope and we can shed some light.
Oh, I would love to see them at like a steampunk event or something.
They do have a very cool video for the song worth checking out on YouTube.
And they've also got some really cool artists in the band. They've got Ben Jaffe on lead guitar and piano, and Asher Putnam from Bella's Bar Talk on rhythm guitar and backing vocals as well. So some real talent behind this band, and I'm always excited to hear more of what they do. It's a little mean. I like that, I like that in a folk band.
Yeah. And then we had Scream for a Generation by Robert Daniel Irwin.
That's out of New Haven, Connecticut. Really just feels like a perfect 70s bluesy deep cut,
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of starts off with a vibe like Yusef Salaam and goes into something else from the 70s, and I just couldn't think of it.
Yeah, but then that guitar tone as well, it was like so punk and so like late 80s, early 90s,
It's a great topic for a song too, how he talks about, times changing and every generation is inevitably being criticized by the one before. I just thought that was a really cool topic for a song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Real clever work here. And I really love those tasty solos as well. It's just some nice little licks that really help. And that's off the album Clockwise, which just came out last May. Then, of course, rounding off that block, Mibble from Hadley, Massachusetts with If I Had a Mirror.
That's such a cool band name.
It really is. Mainly it's a solo project for Mike Parham, but this track is off the 2018 release, Welcome the Earth Dog, which is already a really good album name.
Yeah.
There's so many layers to this. I just found I could listen to it over and over and pick up something new each time.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many different instruments and so many different lines going on all in counterpoint. It's amazing how they all fit together so well.
Yeah.
A lot of different things going on here. It reminds me a little bit of sort of King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard's modern psychedelic approach, but it's got its own thing going. It's got its own little twist to it. Very lush, very experimental.
Very cool. So what do we have next, Violet?
Well, next we're going to go fully into the experimental and electronic zone. This is the weird one. I know it's already been delving into that direction, but this is the weird block for sure. We're going to be starting things off with Great Valley doing Wand Over Water.